Okay, perfect. Thank you for joining us. This is a PDR live. Please like the live stream and subscribe to our channel. Wonderful. So we just did a mic test right now. So this news broke yesterday from the San Francisco Chronicle. Apparently, Luigi Mangione was identified by San Francisco police, according to the San Francisco Chronicle, 4 days before he was arrested. And here's a headline from the New York Post. Now, on the San Francisco Chronicle, there is the headline regarding this. So I want to take you there. The International Business Times has also reported on this, that this individual had already been ID'd by the law enforcement authorities. The information was forwarded, according to two sources familiar with this information. It was forwarded to the FBI. Now, what the FBI did with this information, the media does not know at the moment. So the information here originally came from this source right there, the San Francisco Chronicle. So you see right there, SF Police Id'ed Luigi Mangione 4 days before he was arrested. And unfortunately for this in this article, I think, yeah, there's a paywall there, but you were able to see a little bit of the article there. And then you have this is from England here, that they had apparently also reported what the SF Chronicle had broke yesterday. The news broke about in the afternoon, between the hours of 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is the headline here in Yahoo News, the Daily Beast, and this is what the headline looks like in the New York Post. That they also carried the story, apparently, and the story here says that basically an officer tipped off the feds after recognizing the 26-year-old's face in surveillance images put out by the NYPD after Thompson was gunned down last week, sources told San Francisco Chronicle. Mangione's face was known to cops in California because he'd been reported missing by his family just weeks earlier on November 18th, sources added. When Mangione was eventually nabbed at a Pennsylvania McDonald's on Monday after a 5-day manhunt, authorities had said the alleged assassin's identity wasn't on their radar. Remember, we did live stream the press conference in New York where the chief of police of New York admitted that they had no idea who this individual was on the day that Luigi Mangione was arrested. So they had never identified him. According to these articles, the information had already been forwarded. His identification had already been forwarded by San Francisco police to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So it says here that it wasn't immediately clear if the FBI ever received the tip from cops or if the Bureau acted on it. The details emerged as investigators have been scrambling to piece together a motive for the cold-blooded killing, including whether a back injury that Mangione suffered in July last year had fueled an alleged vendetta against the medical industry. Cops are scrutinizing photos on Mangione's social media that feature x-ray images of a person's back, as well as a 3-page manifesto's typed document that included raging remarks about parasitic health insurance companies, and the New York official said. And there it is. And that's the story that broke yesterday. And this story is really not really being picked up by the mainstream media, because I just checked today on ABC News. There's nothing on this story at all. that's being picked up. So you have here the Daily Beast. This is coming from two sources in the San Francisco Chronicle. And this is the SFPD Special Victims Unit. They recognized him on December 5th. This was 4 days before his arrest, when they were still looking, when he was still on the run. So, then this is the key piece of information. Though it's unclear how the communication took place and what happened afterwards with the FBI, NY Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch told NBC on Tuesday this was not a name that was called into us. So the FBI and San Francisco police would not comment when quizzed by the Chronicle. So that's interesting. Mangione was nabbed at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania after tip-off from a worker at the fast food chain on December 9th. So they're claiming here, their sources within the San Francisco Police Department are claiming that they had already identified him December 5th and that they forwarded the information to the FBI. So there it is, folks. And yeah, that's still the same article here, there from the Daily Beast. But there was also the article from I think it was the International Business Times there in Sydney, I believe. So their question here remains, there are several questions remain. We know that in April he had kind of gone off the radar with his friends and family. So what were his whereabouts between April all the way to November 21st when he arrives to New York? So that's a question I think that needs to be asked. What happened between that time frame of April when he last reportedly contacted a friend of his and the last time he messaged anyone that we know of on record, and November? And why, if the FBI did receive this information, why did they act on it on December 5th when they could have identified, they could have gone to the public and said, hey, this person is Luigi Mangione, and please be on the lookout for this individual, and he is considered armed and dangerous. So yeah, it's a little bit of surprise. It's also surprising that again, the mainstream media is not really covering this. So this is actually here